Where does India stand in terms of space research compared to other countries? And also what ISRO is looking at in next 5 decades?
Right from the day when they started fire using the stones, today we have come to such a technology level. We have to really see where we need to go. ISRO is almost on par with any of the space agencies. Many of the agencies are still trying to land on the moon. I think after Chandrayaan 3 soft landing, many missions went, and I think 90% of them have failed. The next target of sending a human life is to the Mars.
Where does India stand in terms of space research compared to other countries? And what ISRO is looking at in next 5 decades?
Yeah, very nice question, Nita. I think human civilization, right from the day when they started the fire using the stones. Today we have come to such a technology level. We have to really see where we need to go. I think this is very important question. So as you know that ISRO is almost on par with any of the space agencies. You take it for ESA, NASA. Today we are able to do interplanetary missions, remote sensing missions, communication missions, and many of these technological missions. And even recently we have proven rendezvous on docking and soft landing on the moon. I think that is one of the greatest challenge. As you may be aware, many of the
Yeah.
agencies are still trying to land on the moon. I think after Chandrayaan 3 soft landing, many missions went, and I think 90% of them have failed. Okay, so the success rate is so low. It is not like you are going on Earth and do what you want. So there are so many uncertainties when you take up a space mission. So that way, ISRO has matured to a very very good level. Okay, so if you see today, we have landed on the moon, we went to Mars for the first, on the first occasion, we could insert our satellite into the Mars orbit. I don't think any country could do this, but of course, we have an advantage that we can learn from others or others' mistakes or others' knowledge. We can utilize effectively to our own advantage. But whatever you say, we have to learn it perfectly and make it happen. So that way we are comparable, and we are doing very good job in ISRO. There is no doubt about that, and there are many. In fact, if you listen to any of our chairman's speech, he will be talking of what are so many firsts we have done in our own achievements. So that way, I want to proudly say that ISRO is doing excellent job, and I think it will continue to do this excellent job in the future as well. So, what is that future we want? As you know, today energy is one of the major thrust area. So, how we can create a very good, clean energy, not with causing pollution, and environment is getting spoiled. Such type of energy creation is not going to be very good. So how are we really going to do that type of thing is what one of the challenge on earth. So how do we really do this? What are the resources we require? Where from we get this? These are all some areas we are looking out in the future. As you know, we landed
Right.
on the moon. We wanted to see what is there in the moon, and we could successfully get all the information. I think we are the first people to land on the southern part of the moon, South Pole, near to South Pole. And
Yes.
that area being so rich in many of the minerals, what we see on Earth is similar to that. We are able to see there. And not only that, we are also looking at from those minerals, if at all we have to make a permanent base on the moon, how we are going to convert the elements what is there into our own requirements. Like it could be oxygen, it could be some fuel for rocket, or it could be some other outcome or it could be even a fuel to the nuclear reactor, or it could be some new energy reactor which I can get it from
Yeah.
the moon. So these are some of the challenging things which ISRO also is looking at, and we want to really send a man to space. That is the next immediate challenge we have taken. So as you know, space is a very treacherous area, in the sense there is no atmosphere, there is no oxygen, there is nothing. So you have to create the atmosphere what you are right now living on Earth in space. So
Yeah.
that means creating a atmosphere like having an oxygen, nitrogen, whatever gases are present here, and similar one,
Yeah.
and with the one atmospheric pressure is not a easy job. So that is the one thing which ISRO is currently busy with, and sending a Gaganyaan mission to space. And first we are going to send unmanned missions to, because we need to prove our technology. We have to see that what we have envisaged is all working as per our requirements, and then subsequently
Right.
we are going to send a manned mission to the space. As I think our news media says, we are also working towards building a space station which will be at an altitude of something like 400 kilometers in space. We want to do a lot of experiments. I think
Yeah.
this is going to be a great future for our younger generation, because anyone who thinks, you take a simple example of growing a plant on the earth. The roots go inside the soil and the stem comes out of the soil, and the reason why it happens like that is only because of gravity. But
Yes.
when I go to space, there is no gravity, or very less gravity. I can say it's a microgravity situation. So what happens? What does it happen? How does it? How does the root grow there? Stem, how it grows? What happens? I think these are not only this. Many of the scientific things which we are learning on Earth is all having an effect of gravity embedded with it. With that, but microgravity situation, what happens? So these are all very important findings. We need to do research, because
Yeah.
there are even medicines. There are many things which are being talked of, which we are going to produce in space and bring it to Earth for the benefit of mankind. So I think then forward further to that, we have a great plan to go to send, or to send a man to moon, land there, and bring back the soil maybe by 2047 is what our target
Wow.
is. So we should have a vision. We should have,
Yeah.
and this is the vision what ISRO has thought of, and it is being talked everywhere in the news media as well as everyone from ISRO. So I hope the generations to come will all work towards this and make a great
Hopefully.
success. So not only sending to moon, the next target of sending a human life is to the Mars. So Mars is another, there is almost, conditions of Earth is there, except some small changes. But whether we can
Yeah.
live on Mars is another question. Whether any life exists on Mars is another question. So all these things we need to answer, at least to next generations, or in the future, whoever asks this question. So we have to do a lot of work. I think there is a endless work we need to do, and we have to do a lot of research, development, technology, engineering in all areas. Not only engineering, I would say, ISRO. If you as a engineering part, it has encompassed all disciplines of engineering. So
Yes.
it can be
Yes.
chemical, it can be electronics, mechanical, civil.
It is actually
Yeah,
interdisciplinary. Yes.
interdisciplinary, even biology, medicine, everything comes there. So that is
Yeah.
where it fascinates, to work with and deliver the things and make yourself proud, as well as your country and your entire civilization proud of all these achievements. I think we have a
Right.
great thing to do in the days to come.